Hey guys, so today I have swatches of the Holo-days collection from KBShimmer. This is their holiday winter collection for 2017. These are available right now, so I will link the website down below. 8 polishes here altogether, and I will get into the swatches. So the first polish is called Up to Snow Good, and this is a slightly grayish crelly base with a ton of silver holographic micro glitter and a slight blue shimmer. So this one is a bit sheer on that first coat as it is a really light crelly, but it is packed with that glitter, and I actually like looking really closely at it. It seems more like little tiny flakies, which I do think is a little bit better because they'll lay flatter and they can get a lot smaller. And a really good formula on this one. So this one does cover pretty well on that second coat. I think it's good for me on 2, but that is with very careful application, so I think depending on how you apply it, you could end up needing 3 coats. And it does dry a bit dull, so you will want top coat. It dries relatively smooth because those are little flakies and not micro glitter like I originally thought. And that blue shimmer does stand out pretty well. So that is 2 coats of Up to Snow Good. The next polish is called Your Brew-tiful, and this is a kind of really light brown holographic, but it is super holographic. So this one is pretty sheer on that first coat. It is a very light color, but it is also super holographic, which should help it build up pretty quickly because that reflection will really distract from any nail line that you could see. It already looks way more opaque in the viewfinder than it does in person because the camera is catching that holographic a little bit better. Really good formula on this one as well. So this one does cover completely for me on that second coat, and you'll get a much stronger holographic effect once the polish is completely dry. And it doesn't seem to dry dull at all either. It actually is pretty shiny. So that is 2 coats of Your Brew-tiful. The next polish is called Fir Sure, and this is a piney green super holographic. So this one is just a bit sheer on that first coat, really not bad though. It also applies very evenly, like hardly any streaks through that first coat. And really good formula on this one as well. So this one does cover completely in 2 coats. I actually feel like the first coat was pretty satisfyingly opaque, but you definitely get a deeper, richer color on the second coat. And this one also dries pretty shiny. So that is 2 coats of Fir Sure. The next polish is called Come On Get Appy, and this is a kind of grapey purple holographic. This one also covers pretty well on that first coat. It's pretty opaque and pretty even. Not quite a 1-coater though, and I'm going to guess that we're going to get a lot deeper of a color on the second coat. And really good formula on this one as well. So this one does cover completely in 2 coats. And the color does get a bit deeper as well. I do feel like this one dries a little bit dull compared to the other holographics, but it might also be just because it's a darker color and it's easier to tell with this one. But I guess the green was pretty dark and that one really didn't look dull either, so I don't know. But that is 2 coats of Come On Get Appy. The next polish is called So Sirius, and this is a blue to purple shifting multi-chrome, or duochrome I guess technically, with a bunch of those little tiny holographic flakies. So this one is also a little bit sheer on the first coat. You get a ton of those flakies in there, and it's hard to tell right now because it is a little bit more on the sheer side and it is only 1 coat. But it seems like there's going to be a pretty decent shift here. I'm almost picking up a little bit of green on my nail that I didn't see in the bottle. So this one does cover completely in 2 coats. And as the color deepens up, I can pick up the shift a bit better. I feel like I'm seeing more green to blue than purple, and it was way more purple in the bottle. And this one also dries a little bit dull, but it also dries really smooth because those are little flakies in there. So looking at this after it's completely on and looking at it in the bottle, I think what I'm looking at is a blue to purple shifting duochrome that also has green shimmer added. So that's why I'm picking up the green at the same time as the other colors, and it was confusing me a little. But that is 2 coats of So Sirius. The next polish is called Poor Decisions, and this is a darker kind of like burgundy jelly base, but it has a bunch of these little tiny pinky red shifting to goldish green particles in it, plus the little holographic flakes. So this one is also a little bit sheer on the first coat, a ton of those little holographic flakes though, and a really good formula on this one as well. So this one does cover completely in 2 coats, and that second coat does deepen the color. Under the lights that I have going right now, I can see that pinky red color in that shimmer, but I can't really pick the gold up very much. This does dry a bit dull, so you will want top coat, but it is little tiny flakies, so you won't have to worry about it being textured at all. So that is 2 coats of Poor Decisions. The next polish is called Jewels of the Trade, and this is a blue jelly base that is packed with silver holographic micro glitter. And this is actually micro glitter, not little tiny flakies. So you'll see how that's a little bit different here in a second. So this one is a bit sheer on that first coat, but you can see it is packed with glitter. Because this is made up of micro glitter and not little tiny flakies, it is going to dry a bit textured, and it is going to be more difficult to remove. And also because there is glitter in here, the formula is a little bit thicker than the other ones in the collection. I would not say that it's too thick, but it does take a little bit more care just to not get it really thick on the nail, not to put way too thick of a coat on. So this one does cover completely in 2 coats, but I feel like these 2 nails look pretty opaque on one, and then my pinky and my pointer finger had a little bit of nail line showing. You will definitely need a thick top coat for this because it is going to dry textured. And also with polishes that have a lot of micro glitter in them like this, it's really important to keep the rim and the threads of the bottle clean. The glitter can tend to stick to those a lot more than in other polishes, and it can make the polish dry out a lot faster if there's a lot of glitter on the threads. So that is 2 coats of Jewels of the Trade. And the last polish is called Deck the Claws, and this is a red jelly base that's packed with the same silver holographic micro glitter. So this one also covers really well on that first coat. Everything kind of the same as the last one. It is going to dry textured. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to remove. And while I didn't think the last one was too thick at all, it was definitely thicker than the others. This one feels thinner than that one did. So it feels a little bit more like a normal polish and a little bit less like a glitter, even though it is still packed. So this one does cover completely in 2 coats. It actually, I mean, it looks pretty opaque to me in one. Obviously the color's a little bit darker here with the second, but I also don't have really white nail line. So I feel like things look opaque or completely opaque on me a little bit easier than some people. So that is 2 coats of Deck the Claws. So I have 2 favorites here. I have Jewel of the Trade and Deck the Claws. They're just red and blue with silver holographic glitter in there. They're not like blow you away unique. And I don't mean that negatively. I just mean usually I pick something that kind of stands out as unique to me. But for right now, I just want all the things that are sparkly and holographic in jelly bases. So those 2 definitely stood out to me the most out of the collection. So that is the Holo-days collection from KBShimmer for Holiday 2017. Again, I will link that website down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later. Bye.